Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelin.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk.
It's Grelin!
Oh. Victory is yours!
Someone has killed Grelin!
Just
Grelin
leave
is
here!
dead!
Leave us
Avengers
alone! I cannot
Hooray!
trust you!
Grelin the Kind is dead at last!
Ah.
We're saved! Yay!
Aventus really did it! He got the Dark Brotherhood to kill old Grelin.
Hurrah! Hooray! We love you, Dark Brother!
I yield! I yield! Enough! Victory is yours! I submit! Enough! Enough! Victory is yours! I submit! Mercy! Enough!
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now. You could say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, and no place for decent people.
If it's a bed you need, talk to Kirava in the B&B. She'll set you right.
Any luck with Sapphire? But 8? You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. I'd better get going.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it though.
You need a reliable horse in the Reach. That's what we have. That would be Jarl Igmund. Young for a ruler of the whole, especially the Reach. Wasn't surprising he stayed loyal to the Empire. His father helped capture Ulfric Stormcloak after the Markarth incident. It's the whole reason Ulfric revolted against the Empire. Well, the first reason anyway. Forsworn had taken over Markarth, and Ulfric and his men drove them out. Empire promised they'd be free to worship Talos afterwards. Pity no one told the elves. Whole group of those Thalmor came, and they demanded Ulfric's arrest. Before the Nords came, we worshipped the old gods, had our own kingdom. Times have been good and bad since then, but some folks couldn't handle not ruling their own land. Those are the Forsworn. The Forsworn follow the old ways. Some of those were best forgotten. Blood sacrifices, communing with Daedra. It's the road to ruin. May the crags fail to trip your feet. You treat a horse. Got one all saddled and ready to go. What are you willing to pay? Safe travels to you.
Need a trained war dog? Fiercest companion money can buy. My family's been doing it for years. You need one out in the Reach. Don't want to be alone when some Forsworn comes swinging. I personally trained a whole litter for the Jarl. That reminds me, I was gonna deliver some dog food to the keep. Spiced beef, their favorite. Wow, look at you. Thanks. Take it to Voada. She handles all the dogs for the Jarl. Don't fall. Until next time.
What happened to you, Pop?
The Forsworn have taken... Kolskegger mine is lost, friend. Skaggy is in charge, not me. Was. Forsworn came in the night, killed everyone. Gat and I are the only ones who escaped. Hopefully Skaggy will send word to the Jarl, and something will be done.
Mama?
I'd be great, but I wouldn't go there if I were you. There's a whole group of them with axes and magic on their side. You'd never stand a chance. Good day.
He had your soft face. And that silly grin you get when you've done something wrong.
Damn Forsworn. That I do. If you want to grab a pickaxe and dig up some iron, feel free. I'll pay for anything you bring me. Aye.
Stupid dog.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Don't go to Kolskegger.
Avo and I had to fight our way out of Kolskegger. Forsworn killed everyone else.
Gat and I are the only survivors.
My boy Leontius lives in Old Trollden. That's right, Old Inn to the south. The oaf doesn't even bother to visit these days. What am I supposed to do if the dragons burn down the farm? You're a traveler, right? I have this letter for him. Let him know how much of a failure he is. Good. You make sure the lug tips you when he gets it. What kind of question is that? Look at me. Is this a young man's face? I've been here 50 years, and nothing's gonna move me off my land. What, have you been staring at your feet this whole time? You see that big city up ahead of you? Markarth? Head over there. Unless you feel like helping my wife pick crops. And then 50 years later, you'll wake up and still be here. Until next time.
Now don't you let roaches cause you any bother. My husband just gets cranky when he doesn't get enough sleep.
Oh, I've lived through rebellion, forsworn, undead.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good care of things for me.
Damn heavy. Oh, quit your belly aching. What are your thoughts on all this? I signed on because I couldn't watch the Stormcloaks tearing everything apart and not do something. Most of my family disagrees with my choice. The Legion's always sharp. What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Killed the Stormcloak. My sword arm's getting flabby.
How'd you end up here?
I know it's what everyone says. To go to new places and see the world. But it's true in my case. I never bargained on seeing the light.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I ain't done
Apples you sold me the other day were delicious. Aren't they? I always said some side.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here. If it's work you need, how about... I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The Companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. I should have guessed as much. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Need anything else? Just let me know.
If you need more... Depends.
Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions. Mind your manners and pay your bills, and you'll always be welcome.
Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable. To you, we
Wait,
give praise.
I know you.
Well,
nothing.
There's no telling what... My
What's
lord,
the meaning
please.
of this interruption?
This is no time
Jarl
for rash
Balgrup is
action.
not receiving
I just
visitors.
think we need more information before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
It's all right,
starting to
Irina.
think...
I want to hear what she has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Alvor? The smith, isn't he? Reliable, solid fellow. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that
The Jarl
dragon
of
is lurking in the
Falkreath will view
mountains...
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Hrongar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man.